welcome, Goon Theorists, to episode 3 of Goon Theory. I know it's been a long fucking time, but clearly we got a lot of research, some evidence that we'll show later, and just a lot going on because we missed 3 episodes. This is going to be episode 3, focused sadly. Episode 4 and 5 we'll cover later, but we got a bit of episode 1 and 2 to cover as well. And before I go further, obviously I have to address the elephant in the room, which is my co-host. As obviously I am Tom, and George over here, who isn't here. He passed on. He's not with us anymore. It's crazy in a world of spirits and monsters and shit and CP. Death really is just a part of that. It's how it is. He went to King's Mill trying to look for Kendrick Lamar and get some shit off him, and Walter White as well. He tried teaser, he tried to get a lot of info on him after the Goonbusters did, but he started hearing shit in his head. He heard, "I'm not enough ready and I'm in your head. I'm not enough ready and I'm in your bed." He got fucking molested, bro. He got absolutely touched up. They turned him into CP. He's gone. He's fucking dead, bro. So now I've got all the fucking shit to do, all the theories and the research, and I found my own evidence, and I'm still alive, so yippee. But guys, what's happened? We're gonna delve in now, okay? So see you in a bit. Right, so we're gonna go straight fucking into it, because it has obviously been so long since episode 3 actually dropped, and we still gotta cover 4 and 5 later, so let's go straight into it. I've done this in notes, we gotta keep it more organized, because we're facing, they, obviously, Goonbusters, they're facing real threats now, like, obviously, who's a physical embodiment. We haven't seen that up to this point. That's genuinely fucking impressive. That's scary. And they actually get taken to King's Mill. So, this is deep now. My co-host died because of it, so we gotta make sure all our evidence is key. So, as the episode starts, we get a reaffirmation of the OG Dark Triad Illuminati from the beginning of the story, which was Osama bin Laden, O.J. Simpson, and King Von. They are linked to 9/11, and they are clearly working under someone, or some others, multiple spirits. Now, these 3 also connect to our previous theory about Christmas Carol, obviously, but that's not really relevant right now. So, instead of using the Charlie Kirk method to contact the spirit, they use the Ouija board, which is infinitely more powerful. And instead of unlocking a weaker spirit that only responds with a yes or no, we get Walter White just in presence at Logan's house. It's insane. It's insane. And here's one thing. Logan's house ends up kidnapping him from under the bed into Kingsmill Forest. How would Logan not know that? How would Logan not know there's a portal down there? I know he's a sidekick. And I know this is him being brutally diddled by Walter White in a POV shot. But, there might be more than lets on to him. He might not just be a sidekick. He might know some things. But, anyway, he gets taken away right after they discover Walter White's in the house. And it's fucking crazy. So, at this point, obviously, Spunkman and the cameraman follow in to go save him. They get transported to Kingsmill Forest as well, which Spunkman already knows the name of. Because obviously, up to this point, I know, but they don't know the name of the place yet. So it's weird that he would already know, and I'm assuming this is because he might have 6-7 still in him. And, alright, I'll admit, because our episode is late here, this could have been a really compelling theory of because he got into his anus, he's still maybe lingering around. Episode 4 straight up confirms it. I'll say that now as a little teaser. Episode 4, confirms that 6-7 is still inside of Adam. It's always been there, and it always will be. That's fucking horrifying because he can maybe be a little messenger to the other spirits through Adam. It's horrifying.
He could be causing other spirits to come out.
Exactly. It's
just because of his presence alone.
He's a catalyst because he never left. Even though 41 seemed to have cured him, it was like bacteria. It becomes resistant. 6-7 became resistant in his anus, and it's just crazy. Anyway, we discovered that Walter White has 100 terabytes of CP on his phone, and he wants more. Which again, I'm skipping around, but at the very end, when he resuscitates himself, he says Walter White never dies. He's looking for more CP. That's weird. He's got 100 terabytes. Why does he need more? Well, that's because he has biblical greed. Biblical, relating to 6-7 being part of hell, and 41 being part of heaven.
Oh, okay.
And Logan's house being purgatory. We have a full biblical connection here. It's insane. Now, speaking of, a guardian angel shows up to help out Spunkman and Cameraman find Logan Mackenzie Goon. This is Reuben Goonby, who at this point we didn't know his name, but then we later found out. Reuben Goonby, he is fucking interesting. Reuben Goonby is fucking interesting. When we see him, he's just a kind fella. He's only on screen for about 20 seconds max. He disappears. For the remainder of episode 3, we don't see him again. And we don't find out until episode 4 or 5 what's going on with him. Now, he later on gets possessed. There's a whole lot of lore that goes in with that. But for the moment, it's weird because we don't know when he gets possessed. We don't know if the entire time we've properly known him, he's already been possessed, and that we've only seen him, the true Reuben Goonby, for about 20 seconds, or if he's a now new, fully reliable character that we can trust. Now that at this point, and by the end of episode 5, skipping ahead, he's been freed. But Walter White, either way, shows insane power here, because unlike the other spirits, he's a physical manifestation. We see Walter White. It's fucking crazy. He even tells Logan about Kendrick Lamar, his homeboy. They're working together. They set up the Dark Triad, that is King Von, O.J. Simpson, and Osama bin Laden, to cause 9/11. They are the kingpins of King's Mill.
It's a lot to take in.
I know. And it sounds like I'm just rambling, but there's just so much to go through right now. Spunkman finds a weapon in King's Mill while he and Cameraman are looking through. He says it makes him feel power. Now, in episode 4, later on, there's some stuff about power in King's Mill as well. And it shows that this realm, this alternate realm, it has an essence. It has an essence of CP and spiritual connection to everything. It's the main nexus of all the spirits and all the power they contain. Because the moment that the Spunkman grabs onto it while wearing his spunk armor, which gives him more protection against the spirits, he misses the shot, but then he completely one-shots Walter White. He says, "God damn," and it's insane.
Yeah.
He struggled against. He was taken over by 6-7, an insanely powerful spirit, but one who cannot show up physically like Walter White did. Therefore, obviously, Walter White is more powerful and he's more of a leader than 6-7 is. And yet, Spunkman took him down. I'm just saying, King's Mill is fucking crazy. Because if it has mangoes, it has all these things, man. It's just, sorry guys, I'm tripping out over here because it's insane, the power that Walter White has, because clearly he's in control of everything. He kidnapped Logan, he diddled him every time he asked where he was, besides giving a few hints about Kendrick, and a weapon that he left was able to make the Spunkman beat his ass instantly. It's insane. Now, with this, we also hear a story from the Spunkman after he defeats Walter White. Well, he kills him. He comes back later, but he kills him and he frees Logan Mackenzie Goon. After this happens, you think, wow, okay, everything's fine. And then Spunkman tells a story of how he had a dream, kind of like MLK. He had a dream about 6-7, or like, well, he doesn't say the name, but a spirit being inside of him. He's clearly referencing Ghost Chronology episode 2, which is real. That was not a dream. So this is obviously, I know it was confirmed, but was even further proof that 6-7 was still inside of him, because holy shit, I mean, he's altering his mind. It's crazy. And the cameraman seems to not notice a thing. It's a little sketchy, I'd say. I mean, maybe he's oblivious, but for being such a good friend, there's something weird there. Now, also, because it was a dream, according to, the Spunkman, what if, it wasn't a dream, obviously, it was a nightmare. And who killed my co-host? Nightmare Freddy. Now, he's not canon yet in Ghost, or at all maybe, in Ghost Chronology. But I have a theory that he's there somewhere. He may be a low-level spirit, but he may be like a sort of pet to Kendrick Lamar and Walter White. Because I don't know, they killed my guy, man. It's crazy work. I don't know, man, I don't know. This wasn't much of a proper one-string theory as opposed to just notes, but like, guys, I'm telling you, Walter White, he is out there looking for CP. He is desperate. He is fucking desperate. It's insane. Like, we are all fucked, okay? We have to keep researching. This is poor, brave Logan Mackenzie Goon getting genuinely dicked down by Walter White. Like, come on. The Spunkman's armor is good enough, but it won't save him forever. So, I don't know. I'm just wishing them luck at this point. I'm not even giving them a theory right now. I'm wishing them luck because they're gonna need it right now. It's insane. It's insane. Right, guys. So, obviously, episode 3 kind of turned into me more just rambling, if anything, than just a proper theory. But a lot of stress coming from the adventures of these Goon Busters that were trying to decipher what's going on. And with that, we're gonna take a little break right now before we go on episode 4 and 5 at a later date, and we're just gonna run through a few things from episode 1 and 2 that I think have a bit of substance and things that I just missed.
Things that have developed when watching more future episodes.
Yeah. Now, I'd say in episode 1, we already get a foreshadow of 6-7 because the Spunkman latches his booty hole and leaves it very loosey-goosey before he beats the fuck out of the cameraman's Clash of Clans phone. So, like, the fact that his hole is just so open means that 6-7 had an easy-ass entrance, and that's why it was so easy for him to get possessed in episode 2. Now, there's also a bit of a hint that the main characters themselves have CP as well, and it's like, I don't know. But episode 1, we covered that really well anyway, so it's fine. But in episode 2, so the Spunkman messes up his first line in the intro in episode 2. He says, Ghost Chronology instead of Ghost Chronology. Sure, he's not possessed yet, but like, maybe 6-7 didn't fully thrust into him after he said 6-7.
Yeah.
Maybe he was going in slowly and already taken over the episode. Don't know.
Yeah.
But considering the fact that he still lingers on, there's no reason why he wasn't there almost all the time in episode 2 as well.
I mean, we've proved that like 6-7 could just last forever, realistically.
Exactly. He may not be the strongest spirit, but he is fucking resistant. He is insane. Now, obviously, we also have fucking the Dark Triad, obviously, which gets mentioned in episode 1. That comes back in episode 2. It's fine. And here's a theory about the cameraman, right? Now, the cameraman is a great guy. He seems very innocent, very nice. He's a catalyst, I would say. And actually, this is my main theory, I would imply. He is a catalyst for the rest of the spirits to come through to Logan McKenzie's fucking crib. Because in episode 2, he's the first person we see in the mirror, okay, which kind of foreshadows 6-7. Then, also, he pushes the Spunk Man into the ass pizza after they free him from 6-7, which obviously we know 6-7 was there the whole time. He never left. And he spreads it. He spreads around. Because 6-7 can just divide like that. So like, he's probably gone into the pizza. Maybe that's why there's even more of a spiritual link in Logan Mackenzie Goons' house. Because 6-7 is roaming free in there, telling all the other spirits to come in and invade the place, like Walter White did in episode 3 at the very beginning, through the Ouija board. It's fucking horrifying. Then, we get a glimpse of Shadow Logan. Minor Easter egg. That's just a fucking note I got, I don't know. Shadow Logan's there at some point, I don't know, just Shadow, I don't know. But, ooh. The cameraman might be, doing all this bullshit with freeing spirits because he's not getting paid. Neither is Logan Mackenzie Goon, but he's given his house, he's being nice. The cameraman, while being such a polite and beautiful man, might be in a quest for vengeance, for the fact that he's never gotten fucking paid. Even with the budget increase in episode 4, he's still receiving 0 pay. Now, when he opens some squeaky ass doors as well in Logan Mackenzie Goon's house, we find out that Adam starts talking about Kendrick right after that. He might have freed Kendrick from this area, which is why he then obviously flees to King's Mill and takes control there in later episodes. But the fact that Kendrick Lamar was hidden there and the cameraman just let him out makes it seem like it wasn't just an accident, because all the other spirits as well, I mean, come on, it's a little weird. I want to trust him.
Yeah.
I think he's a good man, but I think
there's too much that's gone on while he was there.
He's causing the Spunk Man to get infected, and he's the whole house to get, infested with these spirits. It's always him that ends up opening something or just stumbling in or anything like that, and ends up ringing out the spirits.
Too many coincidences, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's... I don't know. Then, I mean, there's a bit of symmetry in some of the shots as well. This is more of a cinematic thing, but when Spunk Man's giving his interview, you see him like this, just completely spread out, with 2 doors like this, perfectly symmetrical. Now, he's in the middle, and he's 6'7", because 6'7" is still in him. One of the doors is the Kendrick door. Okay, it's fine. The other door we don't know. And we don't see Walter White until episode 3, where he's already in the house, by the way, during the Ouija board segment. Mm-hmm. So what if, off screen, through episode 2 and 3, in between there, at some point the cameraman opened the other door on the other side of the room. Yeah. And maybe Walter White wasn't there. We never know.
He could have been there the whole time, basically. Yeah.
The entire time through episode 1 and 2, and that's why he might have been listening in while his lower spirits, like King Von, O.J. Simpson, and Osama bin Laden, were the ones actually roaming around the place. I don't know, I'm just saying. It's a pretty interesting theory, Mm-hmm. I don't know. Again, I wish them luck. I wish them very much luck in fighting Walter White and Kendrick Lamar, any other spirits they encounter. But I think, first off, Logan Mackenzie Goon is more important. I think that's on. And I think the cameraman is more nefarious. I think that's on. Or at least, I don't know. Maybe he's just unlucky, but I don't think so. Game theorists. Sorry for such a weird and choppy episode, because just rambling, you know what I mean? And also I'm missing a co-host, so it's a little more schizoid, I guess. But this is how it is. We lose people, you know what I mean? People go find evidence, they die. It's part of the risk. It's what we all do.
We need to educate.
We need to educate.
And that's the risk that we've obviously put in.
Yeah, I mean, obviously people need to know, and ghost chronology teaches them as well, obviously, they're the main source. Spirits are around, guys, and they are haunting. We've done interviews before, and we didn't do any this time, but clearly they're roaming around, you know what I mean? It's getting scary, so yeah, we just have to have a bit more of a ramble session, a proper theory. By the way, my main theory is still that the cameraman has something hiding, and I think you're gonna learn a lot about that when the finale comes out, and when we go through episode 4 and 5 later on. So for now, we've spoken a lot. I think it's time to go. So I just gotta say that it's just a theory, a goon theory.